All right, y'all, and just like that, we about to unbox this airbrush kit from the people at Inokraft. All right, let's see what's all in this box. Give me a second. Let me adjust the camera. All right, so we got a color wheel for those who need to learn color theory. This will be your go-to. Yes, yes, yes. Gotta have one of these. That's how you can make the dope art like those. Color theory. All right. You have your manual. Then on the back, it has like practice sheets. So you can learn how to do your dots. You can learn how to aim. And then on the other side of it has where you could do like lines. So yeah, this is gonna be your go-to that you definitely gonna need. All right, let's see what else they got inside the box. Okay, so we got airbrush paint. Of course, we're gonna cut it open. This video is going to be a little lengthy, y'all, so bear with me. Bear with me. We're gonna put the little cutter to the side. We're gonna open up and we're gonna check out the paints. Okay, cool. So it's their brand of paint. So you have blue, you have green, you have red, you have their thinner, because I'm guessing these paints are opaque. You have the cleaner, and then you have black. So you have four basic colors, and then you have cleaner, and you also have their thinner to make these paints a little more airbrush friendly to shoot through. So that's that. We're gonna put that to the side right there. We're gonna take out the next feature. Look at this case. All right. I like the solidness of it. We're gonna open it up. All right, so you have your cleaning tools. Let's move this back a little bit. Let's move the cam down just a little bit. Cool. So you have an extra bottle. You could put paint in it. You could put extra cleaner in it, whatever you want to use. You have your cleaning tools. These are pipe cleaners, so you can actually clean out your airbrush. If it just happens to be clogged, this is going to be what you're going to need. It has two different size needles. You have a 0.5 millimeter if you want to spray paint that's a little bit thicker. And then you have a zero point 0.2 millimeter if you want to do like fine detail. So this will be the needle you use. But you also will have to turn your pressure down so you can get that fine detail work. Then over here, you have a quick release adapter. Then you have this piece that you're going to connect to your compressor. And here's the quick release. You just basically pull this little piece back. This comes off, and then once your airbrush is connected to here, you just boom. So like if you have like 6 airbrush guns and you want to switch through your paints, this right here is going to be exactly what you need. In this package, we have spare O-rings. Of course, they're plastic. Then here you also have your tips for the airbrush right there. So you have a 0.05 and you have a point, I'm sorry, a 0.5 and a 0.2. Again, the 0.2 will be for like fine details, just like the needle. And the case is real sturdy. I like that word sturdy, but it's not even sturdy. It's a good quality case, and it's nice to hold. Okay. I think this might be the airbrush itself. So let's go ahead and cut this open. It's always good to go with a kit, because if you try to buy all this stuff individually, it's going to tap into your pockets a little bit, unless you can come across something that's got a good discount on it. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, the quality of this is nice. Look at that. All right, cool. So this is the airbrush. It's a gravity feed. Let's see if I can. This thing is snugged in there, y'all. Don't try that at home with your knife, because if the needle was exposed, then this needle would have been damaged just from me doing that. This thing is solid. Let's see. It's got a nice big cup. It's small. But you know, I like to have my airbrush guns that had the hole in them is real big. Like my other airbrush gun from Masters, you see that? I could put more paint in this because that hole is open. So I'm gonna get a lot more feed of the paint. Here you're gonna have to use like little drops of paint because of the hole being so small. But this cup is really lovely. And it doesn't come off, so that's a good thing. You can actually unscrew the cup. So if you don't want to use a big cup, you can always go for the go-to cup, which will be the smaller one. All right. So again, you still gonna just put a little paint and be careful with it because again, it doesn't come with a top like this one does. So if you just want to put a little droplets, then you're gonna use this. You're just gonna take your paint, you're gonna squeeze a little bit, and then you're just gonna drop a few drops in here, and boom. And that's what you're gonna get. And then right here you have your little tool. So if you need to clean your needle tip, so you will basically take off this piece, you'll take off this piece, and then you would just use this little mini wrench here to unscrew that tip. Well, hopefully you won't have to do all that. But you definitely want to keep this clean as possible. So when you're shooting with your gun, the paint can just flow nice. This is a dual action, meaning that when I press it, only the air will come out. And if I pull the trigger back, the air and the paint will come out. And then this right here, this little knob here, is how much air you want to come out. So you would just set it. And what it does is it tightens up the trigger. So like right now, if I screw it all the way, it's going to be closed. So I can't do anything here. But if I open it up just enough to just give me enough trigger, so that way it'll be consistent each time I spray, this is how you control that. And then here's the needle. So yeah, this is a really good quality airbrush gun. We're going to put that right back here. We're going to screw the big cup back on. And we're going to put this right back in the box because I'm not ready to use this just yet. So now I have 3 airbrush guns. I have my eye water, which is a siphon feed. You'll put the paint here with this bottle. And then I have my Masters, like I showed you a few minutes ago. Also, it's a gravity feed. And this is a really good airbrush gun too. And I have my filter on it. I'm definitely going to put a filter on this as well because I have another one of these. All right, cool. So y'all just saw that. So this is the airbrush as well. And then last but not least, we got the big boy itself. Woo! All right. We got the compressor that we're about to take out of the box. All right. Okay. Oh, this was supposed to go on an airbrush. The airbrush tip. Got to get the knife again. Again, I don't recommend this, y'all. Where did I put it? Now we're going to put this right back into the box. All right. And then we have the actual compressor itself. All right. This thing is pretty. It look chromish. Okay. Came with another bottle. This is basically a cleaning bottle that I could put solution in, which is dope. And then you see how it has that little tip. So like when I need to clean it, just spray it in here and then spray it out. Redo it again just to make sure all the paint is out of the airbrush cup. So that's cool. Also comes with a hose. It's braided, of course. Okay, so this side will go on your airbrush gun, and this side will go here. See? And this is a water and oil trap. What I like to do is I always like to put another one on top of here. So like I could take my little filter, that's on here and put it on here. Because I have another one from my other airbrush gun. But we gonna figure it out. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some Teflon tape and I'm gonna wrap it around here so I can secure all the air in so there's no leakage. The same thing I would do to my airbrush gun. I will wrap the Teflon tape around it, and once I screw it in, no air should be able to come in or go out. So we got the hose here, and then we have the compressor itself. I like the body. I like the way it looks. This is the cord. So I can store the cord right inside here. So the cord is not exposed all over the floor and everywhere. You have your gauge to turn the compressor, whether you want it high or low for your PSI. So you just basically lift this up, turn it, and adjust it. And then you have your holder for the airbrush gun. So while I'm working, I could just simply sit that there. But this is the wrong one to use. So we don't use this one because of the body wise. Boom. See how they look? And folks, just like that, this is the Inokraft airbrushing kit. If you got any information out of this video, do me a solid, like, comment, share the video, and follow the channel. Better yet, subscribe to the channel. And let me know what you think about the whole setup. And if this is something you'll be interested in getting, if you're an airbrush artist. All right, y'all. With that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.